Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing with Hunter x Hunter. Last video, Gon saw Kite-gon got his snap back and Gon shot off his Janken in front of Knuckle Dam because Mora wants to see, even though he really wanted Gon to come in the first place, he just still wanted to, I guess, just see it for himself what Gon can do, because he still wanted Gon to come, because he said Gon being like knowing when to get serious when his time is gonna play out in his favor. So that's what he just wanted to see. And Gon, he shut everything off. He was really gonna attack him like he was Pito until Killua stopped him. So all that happened. We got the match offs. You know, Neto's gonna fight the king, going to Killua off with Pito. Everything's gonna start. I'm excited to see the match with the king and Neto and Pito, with everyone. But like, I think I'm more excited for the match with Neto and the king. Oh, and because Neto said he's gonna have to sacrifice someone. No one, like, he didn't go back on that. I'm wondering if like he's really going to, or if that's gonna end up being him. But yes, so gonna see what's happening in these episodes. Without further ado, let's continue. The news lady. I'm like, who the hell? Next is the continuation of our report on the UMAS. Oh, unidentified mysterious animals. Damn, did they interview him? What? Do you want him to eat you? Like, what do you mean prove exactly? Like a king, or? Yeah, he ate her. That's what her They really let her interview, okay. I actually missed the Phantom Troupe. Oh, okay. So I was scared to get these episodes because I thought the fight's gonna start. Somebody's gonna... I don't mind if the fight's prolonged, because I really like in this arc, so the more the better, but I'm just nervous to get into the fight, so if that doesn't happen now, that's fine. But the Phantom Troupe's back! This episode is called what? I didn't get Alawa's home. Okay. Kimura. Meteor place? Is this the Meteor place? Oh. Wait, what? A few days ago, this was an ordinary human? So how they... interesting. What's his name again? Well, they're too late for that. Oh. Oh, she's dead. She's dead. Wait, is that the same? Yeah, she still has that like top on. That's the same. Why does she look so different? Ah, she's doing this to them. Makes sense. Trying to figure out like making sense of the previous episode. I forget none. And because she can, if they let her touch them, yeah. So she might be hard to deal with because of her stinger, and she could extend it. I saw there's like papers. I saw like this paper thing before I watched Hunter x Hunter. I'm also underestimating these, not like all of them, especially like the ones where the king, but I'm usually underestimating them. But this one I don't know. Bonla something. Oh, this one. Moles, no holes. What the happened? What the happened? What happened to him? Is his like body whistling? Or that's just the sound? Bona level. Small tribe. So then why is he with the Phantom Troupe then? I thought he'd just box. His thing's pretty cool. He's not dead though. Everyone's fighting things. They never thought they'd fight, and they're not used to fighting. Like, he has needles, this hard skinned thing. Yeah. It didn't work, I'm assuming. Oh, he's controlling it. He said, "Oh, you knew? You have a whole controller in your hand." He looks like him. Comic book. 15 times. Ah. Yeah. What the heck? They have their specialized coins. The same coins used for an argument or whatever, but. Why was they all of their like powers, like what they can actually do now, apart from the entire time they had time to show us from their arc? We're seeing Bona, whatever, him, the guy whining. I'm forgetting their names, but hey, so the power you use. Hefty price. What's sticking out of his back? Why is there a tag in all of them? Ah, the paper! I just said paper. Feitan. I still don't know how his power works, but I know I seen paper. Oh, it's now this thing I seen. I remember the formation, paper. Or does he always do like this type of formation? So it's not exactly this scene I seen. I could see the kilo in him. They all look like, even the big one. What's his name? Kill. I don't know, but they all look like in some way. Even when I first saw Illumi, like I could see it, even though it's not there. I could see it. Even to his fingernail. He's gonna die right now. Watch him. Yes, I just was saying not to the speed of sound. He's gonna die now. Kill him, because the way he dealt with Ponzu. I would have never expected him to be capable of something like this. I mean, I assumed under the... I mean, nah, I don't think so. I will say under the wraps of his mummified look, that would be like something he utilizes like in his body, but... This is just... Ooh! I mean, the way he dealt with Ponzu, appropriate death indeed, because, like, I didn't think he'd get... I didn't think the justice would be served for poor Ponzu. What's the narrator saying? Oh my god, that was all done? They were just throwing power at me. Dum, 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 dum. I wasn't even, like, realizing how much time has been passed. The Phantom Troupe was, like, what I seen was nothing compared to what they could do. Carnage and devastation. How these people reach... These chimera ants reach Meteor City anyways. Sazan has built her nest. Sazan, isn't that the same one? Why does she look so different? I mean, she doesn't, but her face and her body, I guess. Because you wanted to go piece by piece. How long does this process usually take? What could Feitan do? Oh, I forgot she's still fighting. I think the reason why I don't like him is because he has such pretty eyes. Like, it doesn't fit. Sure. Some perfectly spidery spiderweb Spider-Man lives. It's like metal. One, because he's turned... Is she... naked? Wait, she took off her clothes. Sometimes explanations aren't necessary, but like, in moments like these, they are. Not like they're never necessary, I feel like they always are. Eh? Blinky should have done that from the beginning. Back at full strength. Guess that's why Phaeton's fighting the queen. The queen? What happened to him before? We know you already said that. Because he just observing this, like, damn, like, this strength, and he's not at his full strength, they keep mentioning. What happened to him before? Which means everyone's. Did you laugh? I couldn't hear anything. You tagged her face, and she's one of those, like, oh, her beautiful face. Okay, he scratched your beautiful face. So then, and then they always do that. Oh, you destroyed my beautiful face. They're so upset. Then they just turn into this hideous monster after you, like, oh, I'm so beautiful. Like, the one scratch on your face, then you just ruin the rest yourself. Your skin's harder than it was before now. What the heck? The way they just watch. Now, I'm not saying they should jump in, but, like... Look at this family picture. Who's this? I don't kill as a sister, right? But I don't know. I don't know anything about this family. But there's another sister, no? Because not this one. Because it's actually a boy. I heard someone said the mom dresses him like a girl because I don't know. I'm used to helping it out. All for retrieving my brother. I don't know. Retrieving. I'm assuming Kilowatt retrieving. So why the mom put you up in it? I always thought that. Why you here? Okay, he does have some other big attack. Well, they all have some type of secret attack. With all this strength Feitan has, Feitan's here like he's the one that is fighting the queen. How strong is Krollo? Was. Because he still doesn't have an end right now, but how strong is he? If Feitan's like, look at this. It's not even about strength, they just follow him because he's the one. But why are they putting stuff? What is he speaking? It seems like they're not like gonna outrun this in time. The fact that they're showing him running. He has the sun, the bone one has Jupiter. They're still in range to see Feitan after this? It's always the small ones. Are they still... Oh, they look alive. Oh, they're dead. Okay. Is he crying? That sad guy. I have the guts to defend what they didn't want to be here. He gave her his clothes. Phinks. I'm just remembering their names. I mean, we could stay with Phantom Troupe for one more episode. Bro, now it's like, I want to see the Phantom. Feitan! Bro, this guy's crazy. I know the king is gonna be reserved for Neteron. Maybe they'll change the lineup. Who knows? Everyone's gonna get a piece of fighting him. I don't know where the Phantom Troupe's gonna end up next. Maybe that was just to see what they're up to put something between the fight that's gonna take place with Kill with them, like with Golem and their side, or if they're gonna end up there. I know the king's super strong. Like whatever they did there, I don't even know if it'd be enough to take him out, but I just want to see them see him. I want to, I don't know. To become kings, the commanders have spread across the world, committing acts of utmost tyranny wherever they go, killing news anchors on live television. Are they being chased? Are they lost? How do you just stumble upon the base where the king is? Or were they looking for it? They realized they couldn't make it on their own. Dead. No. But they were smiling, just like they're not gonna live long. They're taking a big risk coming here. Trying to overthrow? Whatever he's planning, he's gonna get himself killed anyways. Infiltration and selection. They're infiltrating the thing. The thing where the people are coming unbeknownst. Do they have no clothes on? Oh. To keep it dry. Yes. How to go and hold his clothes on his spiky head? The same way his form is the same way they were. It's like holding it with like the spikes had more support than what Kayla would have had. He checked one house. Just going to assume no one's there in the entire village. I mean, there's like drag marks on. Cover what? Who's doing all the thinking, like on the king side? They spent a good amount of time just talking about this thing. I can't promise that, Killer. He didn't promise. You can't promise something, especially Gon, like, if he knows he can't. If it's, you know, regarding something that Killua got himself to, he won't just stand back if it. So he couldn't promise. If they're really trying to, like, lay low and do their plan correctly, they must know someone's watching them. Oh, this one. Why does that sound like someone's phone? It's playing off. It does sound like it was not from like a scene. It sounds like it's music playing. Put that smile back. When it comes time to save themselves, they be like, oh, what he's done is so crazy. Like, I have no part in this. In 2 weeks, you and your family will be back south beach. You mean in a prison cell. Not your family, but... type of fruit is that? I'm wondering where did this genie snake thing come from? Like, not sneaking up on Gon in general, but like, when did they have such a creature underside? Spring. That's a cool way to utilize your tail. But the way Gon like noticed and he smoothly moved away, that was sick. Damn, I can't talk. It's impossible until it's not. Like, I don't know you, so that means you'll be dealt with quickly. Or Gon, not, well, Gon doesn't need help to be saved all the time. Like, I'm just saying, or Killua could come. But then the other guy, Killua noticed. He tied him up with his tail. Snake jeans. 10 days. Okay, so what does that mean? Did you send him? Yes, I know you sent. Because when Gon did that, he looked so shocked. Like he wasn't expecting him to fight back. So Killua was following the... Or noticed that one, so he wouldn't have just left him. More, okay. I'm just wondering, like... I thought we've seen all the ones the queen managed to birth before she died. Or a majority of the strong ones. And then there's these random things coming from. Darkness. And why is Meleron following him? Because he doesn't want to fight himself and he's just sending stuff. I mean, he knows Gon's strong, but now he wants to say, are you strong against 2? Against 3? And it's going to keep going. So that was episodes 96, 97, and 98. Almost to the 3 digits, almost up. I don't know. What episode did this arc start? You know, let me check quickly. So it's been around like the 70s, episode 70s, like maybe like 25 episodes watched so far, but like all of this. It's not that much. Like, I watch longer arcs. So I don't think it's going to continue on for that long after what I'm seeing right now. But the fact that they're nowhere near starting fighting yet, it's going to like take a while for them to get to that point. But it makes sense. I'm here freaking out. Oh, these episodes are going to fight. that wouldn't happen so quick. I'm forgetting the plans that have to do about the whole thing that the Diego guy they're controlling is trying to do, all that stuff. I forgot about all that. But then the Phantom Troupe's coming in those first 2 episodes. I was not expecting to see the Phantom Troupe, but like I was fine with it because I'm missing Leorio, I'm missing Kurapika, I'm missing like all the old people. I just want to see. Well, I wasn't necessarily like missing the Phantom Troupe, but like seeing them brings back like memories of the old arcs. But I'm mostly missing like Leorio and Kurapika, and because they were around at that time, so just seeing the Phantom Troupe, it's like, I remember all those good episodes back then. So now they're here gonna take action in these good episodes. I don't know if they're actually gonna end up over where Goldenmar or not, but I feel like that was just showing them in Meteor City and their part after, like their whole thing still trying to get Chrollo back as Nen. So I was seeing what they're doing and like how far they are, wherever they are, the ants are reaching that far, and I don't know, just maybe that was just the only time they'll have. But seeing their powers, like seeing them at York New City, how they're fighting. Well, let me think. The Phantom Troupe in York New City weren't really fighting. They were like watching, like when what's his name? Yes, Uvagen. So how Kurapika was fighting Uvagen, like he was the only one that was like fighting. Overall, I'm trying to say is the Phantom Troupe weren't caught in so many fights when they were first introduced back in York New City and like all that Phantom Troupe arc, all that stuff. It was mostly like Chrollo, Uvagen, and like that's the whole thing I can remember fighting. If the other ones did get in fights, it wasn't big and it wasn't like amongst themselves. So seeing that Feitan, okay, I'm trying to like say all this to bring up Feitan. Because Feitan took on the queen in Meteor City when the castle, whatever, they just wiped them out. So seeing Feitan take, why is this still in my ear? With his sun power and the Bonalev with his Jupiter, like his whistling thing, like they all have these unique abilities and they're so strong, and Feitan too. I'm still thinking about his thing, the Jupiter, and the Jupiter wasn't really, I don't even know, like it was the sound, right, or something that it squished him. It wasn't really a planet, but he was squished. It left an imprint in the ground, and he said, "You're not faster than the speed of sound." So it must have been something like some sound sphere that squished him. But I'm just saying, because he used Jupiter and then like Feitan's out here using the sun, because it was actual heat, because she burnt, like she was crisped, she burnt to death, and everything around him crisped up and burnt. But Phinks, Shalnark, the Bonalev, and Feitan, them four, right? Seeing them four fight, it's just like, it was really shocking because I never saw them fight before, or like I saw them do their abilities, or like, you know, show their strength, but not in the way that it was demonstrated in those 2 episodes. It was just like, I did not think they were like not strong. I just didn't know they were capable of. They could do such things, like the winding power. How much times he winds, this kid's strong. Like all that, it's just like mind blowing what they can do and like how their powers work and how they like manage to work with their ability. I mean, they're the only thing I can really talk about right now from this video. Because the last episode we got with Gon and Caleb, but they were just like spouting information about what they finna do, and then they're still planning and they're waiting, for everything to start. So with that out of the way, nothing with much of that, and then the camouflage one is throwing people at Gon for some reason, or I don't really know if he's throwing them at him. Maybe they're just finding Gon on their own, but he's watching and following. I'm just assuming that he's telling them, oh, go charge at him, because... Wait, do you want to wait for a second? I'm going to finish this.
Okay, call me back. I'm bored.
Anyways, I completely lost my train of thought. My sister called, and I forgot what I said last. So, I'm just going to end it here. I think I said enough for one day. So, yeah. Just going to end it here. Nothing else to say other than I hope you subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you got this part, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.